This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm joined by Savage Dan. Again, it's not necessarily the immediate aftermath, but we've just seen the Amir and Kell Brook weighing. Dan, what did you make of seeing them both up on the scales?
Do you know what? I was impressed that they both made weight. I think everyone expected Khan to make weight. There was a few, perhaps whispers about Kell not making weight on purpose. But I was having a real close look at them both out there, just seeing if there's any shakes or any, what it's like when you're cutting all that weight. Sometimes the body just doesn't love it that much. They both look healthy. They both look very healthy, look very ready. I was very impressed with how Kell looked. Surprised that he came in at 149, if I'm honest. But it's good. It's perfect. He's never missed weight in his career. I'm sure it was just that was one of the things that he wanted to make sure he didn't miss weight for this.
Something you just said there, you were surprised that Kell made weight. I think a lot of people started to think he might come in slightly over, especially after his comments yesterday at a press conference, and he was kind of maybe stringing people along with the idea that he might just pay the fine and come in that bit heavier. What did you make of him actually seeing on the scales? From what I saw, he just looked like even if he wanted to lose more weight, he couldn't have done.
Right. He looked ripped to shreds, cut to ribbons. He looked great on the scale, but he didn't look unhealthy. We've seen Kell look far worse than that, and give good performances. So he looked healthy yesterday. We know he had a nice big breakfast as well. So he obviously made it, not comfortably, but better than he's made it before. The extra £2 maybe will have helped, not having to make 147. But yeah, he looked good, straight back on the liquids as soon as he stepped off the scale, rightly so. And after a while I started to think, what if Amir comes in over? They've both campaigned a little bit higher. What if they both come in over? But it's good that they both made the contracted weight, look nice, healthy, ready.
It's a rivalry which has stemmed for over a decade, Dan. So when they do step in tomorrow night, what are you expecting to see?
I've ran this through in my head so many times. I'll tell you what I can always see. I can always see a fast start from Amir Khan. You see it's been a theme of his whole career. He starts fast. I'm expecting him to start fast, maybe bank a couple of the early rounds. And then I'm expecting Kell's timing to come into play. Maybe he starts clipping him on the way in. I think it's pretty even, 3/4 of the way into the fight, and then it's about the home stretch, who's taking the most damage, who's got more left in the tank. I think this goes the distance. A lot of people don't. I actually got a feeling this goes the distance. There's so much at stake.
Who do you think the loss will hurt more?
Do you know what? I think it's no secret that Kell was emotionally very invested in this fight. I think the loss for him, might give him some demons. He might, shut himself away. I think neither of them want to lose, but also in the same light, Khan is almost, stayed up in his ivory tower looking down on Kell Brook. If he loses to him now, does the loss look worse for Amir Khan? Does it look like he was running for all this time and then he still lost anyway? So I think no matter who loses, it's going to be terrible for them. Honestly, neither of them can afford to lose this fight, but one of them kind of has to.
Right, Dan, we'll leave that there now. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day as well. Get ready for tomorrow. Thank you for speaking to me in Boxing Social.
See you tomorrow.